Now, the Pawn Stars might be legends in the TV world, but they are a business first and foremost. So that means when their moment comes, when they need to take advantage of a situation to make the most profit, then they will. Items people bring to the pawn shop varies depending on the item's condition, authenticity, and rarity. And more usually than not, people sometimes have no idea the real value of an item. Now, History Channel's reality television show Pawn Stars has been running for nearly a decade and is the network's biggest success by far. The show is produced by Left Field Pictures and is filmed in Las Vegas, Nevada, where it highlights the daily activities at the world-famous Gold and Silver Pawn Shop. Gold and Silver Pawn is a 24-hour family business opened in 1989, originally operated by Richard Old Man Harrison, and is run by him, his son Rick Harrison, Rick's son Corey, and Corey's childhood friend Austin Chumley Russell. Now, this show gives viewers so much excitement messing around with the idea of how much a product's value is, and when we say viewers, we're talking about a lot of viewers, like millions and millions of viewers that tune in every episode in hopes of seeing something unique and amazing, as well as whether or not the Harrisons will make the right call when it comes to the value and authenticity of an item. Over the years, the show has definitely seen some incredible and rare items come through the door. Now, some turn out to be really good copies without any value, but more often than none, people walk in with items worth tens of thousands of dollars. Items can range from guitars, cars, silver, jewelry, coins, or autographs. But we're only going to point out a few Pawn Star deals that you must see in today's video. But before we do, make sure you like the video if you enjoy Pawn Stars and subscribe for future content just like this. Now, in one story, after the passing of his grandmother, one man cleaned out her belongings and came to the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop with a solid gold bar that he found hidden away in the box. Without actually knowing how much the gold bar was worth, he decided to take it to the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop to hopes to find more out about it. Now, simply melting the gold bar down would have brought the man $24,000 alone. However, after an expert confirmed that the gold bar was from a 1554 Spanish shipwreck in Texas, the value immediately doubled from $24,000 to $48,000. Now, the lucky man agreed to sell the solid gold bar to Rick Harrison for $35,000, and it left both men happy with the transaction. Quickly after hearing that an original version of the artwork that he owned had sold for over $6 million, Paul decided to not take one, but 4 original paintings to the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop to see what type of deal he could work out for the artwork. His initial offer was $8,000 a piece for a total of $32,000, but Rick quickly noticed the water damage and warned the customer Paul that right off the bat the water damage was going to affect the value of the artwork. He proceeded to call in his expert to check the paintings out, who then confirmed the authenticity of the painting, while also stating that the paintings were early work from the 1950s. He also stated that since the water damage was only on the edges and not affecting the composition itself, it really wasn't a big problem when it comes to looking at the artwork and selling it at the auction. Now, including the paintings could go for around $10,000 a piece at the auction, with 2 of them possibly selling for as much as $15,000. Now, based on the information Rick gathered and remembering commission fees that he would have to pay at auction, he offered $24,000 for all 4 paintings, but Paul said that 2 by themselves would go for around $30,000. So they settled for a deal for $27,000, and Paul left happy because he honestly didn't even expect to get that much for the artwork in the first place. In an episode that aired on Pawn Stars in season 7 called Close But No Cigar, some presidential history walked into the shop and immediately blew Rick Harrison away. And that comes as no surprise, as the piece had belonged to John F. Kennedy, one of America's most respected and loved former presidents. So even with it just being a cigar box that once was in JFK's Oval Office, sitting on JFK's desk, it still had a pretty high value, especially to people that admire JFK. Now, the box even included some unsmoked cigars that had great value by themselves. The cigar were the same Cuban cigars among the 1,200 that JFK had secured for himself a few hours before signing the Cuban trade embargo in 1962. Now, both Rick and the seller knew that, so both parties were aware that the price for the box and the cigars would not be a lowball offer. The seller was asking for $95,000 for the box, but after very hard negotiations, Rick managed to get the price lowered to $60,000, which was a huge steal because another one of JFK's cigar boxes sold for over $500,000 back in the 1990s. And that's all we got in today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you enjoyed Pawn Stars, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see y'all in future videos.